music legend Onwenu has opened up on the many difficulties she dealt with in her failed marriage. In an interview with media personality Kike Lomo Atonda Owo on Real Talk with Kike, the 70 years actress spoke about how she tried so hard to ensure her marriage didn't fail until she realized she could die if she remained in it. Onwenu said, I went through it. It was difficult because I really didn't want my marriage to end, but I could not take it anymore. It would have killed me. I always say it, and that is the truth. And it was not good for the children to live in that kind of environment where the mother is depressed, the mother is carrying the weight of the whole family. And it was not good for the children to live in that kind of environment where the mother is depressed, the mother is carrying the weight of the whole family. She also revealed she raised her children from kindergarten to master's degree. She said, my husband didn't pay school fees for one day, didn't buy clothes, didn't pay for holidays, didn't give me housekeeping money. Hard to believe. The iconic musician and actress said men will have to answer to God if they neglect their families, adding that she needed to open up because of many women who are keeping quiet and dying in silence. I decided to write about it because women will keep quiet for too long. We take so much and you are dying. And once I open up, I felt this relief that a lot of women who read it will say, thank you for talking about this. We know now that we ought to free ourselves, she said. A lot of things, a lot of women are going through a lot of stuff. A lot of people are going through a lot of stuff, whether women or men. But most of the time, women tend to talk. They even for the fact that most of the time they try to be reserved, but women are in the talking mode most of the time. They are the ones who talk. Men, they will just always say, oh, you are a man, why must you be talking like a woman? No, but a lot of men too are dying in silence, but because of their nature, that ego, what will it be said that a man, you a woman? Because women always express themselves. For the fact they still express themselves, majority of the time they don't usually talk, because they will say, oh, that is how it has always been. No, bad thing must be corrected. And I think a lot of people are beginning to get it. You don't need to stay in a toxic environment. Even if you're having a relationship, even within your family members, if it is so toxic, you just have to give space. Your health, your mental health is more important. Now, a lot of people, even with what she has said, for reasonable people, even where she has not talked, the areas she has not been able to mention, for reasonable people, they understand what she's saying. We have a lot of women that are bad, that are giving men problems, and we still have a lot of men that are giving women problem. But because they will tell you that, oh, where do you want to go to? Even another person, if you leave here and go to another person, you see the same thing. No, you just have to, now she's even on her own. And some people will be saying all manner of nonsense and talks. If you have not been there, that is her story. If you have not been there, she's the one, she knows what she went through. So you cannot come and say her that she should have endured, she should have done this, she should have done that. I think what the Bible says, that Bible frowns at a divorce. But if you want to do that, just you have to make sure that you don't remarry. And which I don't think she remarried since then. And at the end of the day, by taking care of her children, one day now, of course, nature will see speak. The man will not come. They will not say, yeah, he's the father of the children. You cannot, there's nothing you can do. And meanwhile, and just like she said, God, posterity will judge all those people. Posterity will judge them. You have not contributed anything, and at some point you will want to, or the children will still be answering your name. You will want to say, oh, these are my children. They have to recognize you. No, it doesn't work that way. Even if it works that way, or you want to by force or because of the societal pressure or societal belief, they just have to come to their father. You are just heaping a coal of fire on your head. Posterity will judge you because you cannot reap from where you did not sow. This woman has never said this kind of a thing. You can imagine, she clocked 70. and she's talking about her experience, and some people are telling us that oh, because she's a influential, oh, because of this she does not want to submit. Says who? Those are the people who, those who are influential are the ones who always bottle in a lot of things. Because of what people will say, oh, let me just be managing. If I do this now, they will say, oh, it is because I am influential, or it is because I am this, because of this, oh, I don't want to be submissive. For her to say, oh, she would have died, she endured, but it got to a time to say, no, 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 I can no longer take this. Whatever people will say, it is her life. She has that decision to make, not you. And she has been living happily ever after. And you begin to hear some people talking nonsense, saying rubbish, even with what she has explained. They don't seem to understand, they don't seem to get it. Of course, that is their own cup of tea. You can imagine if she had not done or taken the decision she took. You think she would be alive saying all these things? Will she be there for her children? No. There are a lot of things that needs to be changed, that needed to be changed. Instead of saying, oh, what will the society say? What will people say? What will people say? What will people say is where it has landed us, where we are today. What will people say? And you are going through that stress or that stuff by yourself. You are going through it all alone. Nobody will come and ask you. But if you just take a decision, they will begin to say, why did you do this? Why did you do this? They will never provide solution. Even if some people pretend, or maybe at that particular time they can be moved to help you. But for how long will it take? You just have to make your decision, because you are the one that will face it in the long run. People can just come at that particular time, but it's not sustainable for them to keep eye on you. You just have to. So I really celebrate this woman coming out to say this, because people wouldn't have known, because they would just say, oh, some of these women, they don't even like staying in their marriage. Any little thing fiam, but the same people will still come and blame you. Oh, why was she doing there? What was she doing there? Why didn't she leave? Because of this and this and that. Now see the man that you are, because of this man that you are bottling all these things. The man will still go and get remarried. Now see what you have done to yourself. The same people still say that. That is the problem. So whichever one, you just know what is good for you, and go by it. Forget everybody. You did not come to this world together with them. You did not come to this world together with them. Even if you come with somebody like as twins, they are not your creator. What is good for you is what you need to do. She's sharing her experience so that others will learn too. There's a level. It's not as if, oh, maybe if there's anything, any little things that just happen, you quickly, I want to move. But you try to look at situations, you wait, you try to endure to a very large extent. Do you know that a level of endurance, or how we understand this, differs from people to people? Some people can just endure to like 30 or 40 degree, 70 degree. Some people 10%. It depends on how you are able to cope. Some people have that tendency. Some people have that, I would like to put it, have that grace. Okay, that's the best way that I can put it, to be able to endure some things. But you just have to look at things holistically. But if you see that it is not working, just quickly take your decision. Stop saying what will people say. Will the people be there for you? They will not be there for you. So guys, leave your comment down there below, and let's have your take on what this woman has said.